Okay, so David, this is your July 1, 2022 lesson. Well, I'll draw the lines and explain, so something you can do at home. Okay, so the first one is the shaft angle at address, and that sets up the swing plane. Now the swing plane is a plane that's parallel to these yellow lines. Doesn't have to be exactly on one or the other. I could draw a million, and we just need the shaft close to parallel these lines throughout the swing. Okay, so the next set of lines, we trace head movement, middle of the ear, we trace hand path, and we put the butt board here. Let's go one more, just so you have record of it. So getting deep is really important. So the pros, the butt of the club gets at their heel. Let's draw this line not quite to our heel. Okay, so you need that depth on all the shots. Okay, so posture is really good. Okay, so here's the truth machine. Okay, close enough. Ideally, we want the club head overlapping your.
It used to be closed at this thing. Now it's a little open.
Yeah, but open is better because open reflects. You've got an early forearm rotation, which is going to help you stay on plane. If you have it shut, then you end up steep. So I like that. You're kind of fanning it. It's slightly inside. We'd prefer it. You know, we'd prefer it overlapping your hands.
Yeah. You know, it used to be a lot worse.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, that is so tough because it feels like I'm doing this. You know, just I'm going out.
Yeah. No, but if you start here, and all I do is watch this fluorescent thing. All I do is rotate the shoulders. It's going to look like this, and this is going to be arcing this way.
Okay.
And the club's outside your hands,
Okay.
like this. The getting inside, we usually doing stuff like this. And
So now when do I then, when I start here, and I pull up, when do I start breaking the wrist?
So this isn't causing any great trauma. I'm just pointing it out that I like the idea that it's kind of fanned. That means you're rotating your forearms early. This isn't as bent as it used to be. You know, good guys, it's almost straight when the club's parallel to the ground, but it's all livable. That right cheek is pushed back, again past that back wall, and look, you're all on plane, or close enough, right? Okay, perfectly on plane. Now you're getting a little steep, right? See this? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you're acting like me, where there's no a bend in your wrist here. So you're like this. If we put bend in the wrist, look, just friggin' out your butt like Jason Dufter, right? So it just makes this move easier. So now you can see it's steep. See that little move there? That's old programming. Let's see. That's old programming, yeah. But this is a great position. Left arm parallel to the swing plane, elbow down, and you know, in the old days you had your like Billy Barty arms. Now you're airing the armpit, but that's almost vertical. That's really good. Just need a little bit of bend there. See, you have the flexibility that I don't. Like, you just have, whoops. See, if you just have, you don't even need the 90 degrees, you just need some bend. We'll make it easier. Then it'll be out here, and then all you do is just come down here. You're here, and you got the butt of the club's going a little bit, you got a little bit of this, and no, it's, yeah. So the hands stay here, boom, and then we go. But, you know, this is not dissimilar from Faldo and Ledbetter and all, but it requires a mid-swing shallowing. And I'm saying, you bend that wrist, you're on plane, you don't need to shallow. So watch, now you do a pretty good job here. See how that elbow's getting to your side quickly? Okay, you're a little steep, right? So your shallowing is coming in late, mid-swing, and it never quite gets there on this swing. Like the swings last week, we're there. I can show you. Okay, so this is steep.
Man, I hit
The great news is the head, you used to have that head movement. It's great, which is unbelievable considering you're from the back wall 2 inches. So this is going to go left. Yeah. And so yeah. Okay, so just a little steep, but look at this. It finishes on plane. You retain that spine angle really good. You get to your toe, it's just a little late. And I only see one cheek at impact. So that basically means your hips in the way. There's no room for your hands and club to come through. So you'll see that little chicken wing thing here. Watch it, it'll just kind of spill out. See, your hands are close to your body. You know, at this point, clearing out, you shouldn't see your hands right here.
Yeah.
Or you shouldn't see that right left elbow. You got it here. I'm going to show you from the other end. But those are the only things. Everything else is like good. Look this. Look, you got the flexibility. Your belt buckle's right at the target, up on your toe. You know, you got good balance. And we'll see it from the front end. Let's see. The lines we draw here, we just want to measure if there's any sway and see if we're rotating the hips around the belt buckle. It looks like you're rotating your hips around the belt buckle going this way because that right hip goes back, but as you come through, I think it's more of a rotating around that front hip here inside of your belt buckle. If we're rotating around the belt buckle, look, man, that just blasts against that back wall. Okay, so let's do the bridge of your nose. Okay, so now, This is really good. Remember last week, you had
Yeah.
pointed here? What a huge difference. Now you're set up. You got the hip going back. This is going. Now you're set up for this move, this weight shift, and then rotate out of the way. Way better. You know, and it looks like you can fit a ball through, you know, that space where your hip started and where it rotated back. So that's really good. The back shoulders disappeared. You know, and see, your hands and shaft are relatively short of parallel, but as long as that left shoulder's behind the ball, it doesn't matter. Your hands can be here.
Yeah.
This is the key. And you know, for 6-iron, that's just about right. I mean, it'd be different if you had no strength, but you've got some momentum through the ball. Okay, so down, sure enough, that left leg gets straight early and you spin it, which is fine. That should set up clearing your hip, by the way. And then he gets past that yellow, which is okay. But from there, it's got to go here, yeah. Okay, so as you swing through, it hasn't gone to a post. So you got that soft, and this is old programming. Look at this. The right knee's coming away from that start line really well. The left knee just needs to be posted. So when you're coming through, yeah, that hip's in the way and you go into that chicken wing thing. Right? And this is good too. Okay, so at impact, your belt buckle is there, and we want it where the left hip started. Right? So left hip starts here. At impact, we got the belt buckle here. So the lower body has gone by the ball, and my head hasn't. So we get to this point. You got kind of this here, and then you're kind of swiping at it, and I'll exaggerate. Then we go into like this, and what we need is here, snap it. Then you're going to get some ground effects. Right now, you don't really have any ground effects. You go in here, and you're just kind of swinging through it. You're hitting it long because you're so strong, right? Like this. So here, and then here, and this release of the lag, and this pushing here is going to get that thing flying through there with less effort. So, yeah, so, you know, I was going to get that hanger thing, I'm not sure where it is, but hanger thing, so we end up like this, but you can't end up like that because your hip's in the way. The only way this works, maybe that's the thing, we get the hanger thing out, and this will force your hip out of the way. Maybe that's the deal. So, now,